Our God is alive. He still brings back the dead things back to life. He still parts the Red Seas. He still protects in the fury furnace. He still makes river out of the desert. He still brings down walls. He still kills Goliath. He is still a way maker, a promise keeper. Hi, my name is Kelechi. How are you doing today? It is a beautiful weather here. How about you? If this is your first time here, you are welcome in this glorious platform. So get dressed as you journey with us because we are going somewhere. And to you, my returning subscribers, of course, I love you all so much. My prayer for you is that God continue to keep you all, protect you all, preserve you all. So on today's topic, you cannot outgrow the mercy of God. Yes. No matter how old you are, no matter how young you are, I am here to tell you that you cannot outgrow the mercy of God. We all go through disappointments in life, things we do not understand. Sometimes we make mistakes that, that bring problems upon ourselves. It is easy to get discouraged and lose passion. But listen, God will not allow anything to happen that will take you out of your purpose. He's already taken into account every bad breaks, every mistakes, every failures. What we cannot see is how he's working behind the scene. Sometimes he closes a door to open another door, another bigger door. Sometimes he takes people, friends out of your life because they are blocking your growth. What looks like a disappointment is actually the hands of God ordering your steps. It doesn't make sense now, but down the road, you would notice that you would understand that if God had not closed that door, you wouldn't have met that person that took you to a new level. If only you knew what God was up to, you wouldn't live upset. If only you knew how he was going to connect the dots, you wouldn't live upset. If only you knew how he was going to make all things work out for your good, you wouldn't live upset. If only you knew that your latter days is going to be better than your former days, you would get your passion back. If only you knew that what looks like the end is actually the beginning, you would get your passion back. If only you knew that the best part of your life is still in your front, you would get your passion back. You would get your joy back. You would get your excitement back. Listen, you cannot outgrow the love of God. Perhaps you have made mistakes. You are not where you thought you would have been in life, and you have accepted that you cannot reach your dreams. Hey, listen, God knew every mistakes you would make, every failure, every bad decision. He's already lined up restoration, another chance for you. Oh, yes. When God told Jonah to go to the city of Nineveh, I think Nineveh, I don't know how that is being pronounced, Nineveh, Jonah went the other way, exactly opposite of what he knew he was supposed to do. But God didn't say, hey, Jonah, I am done with you. But rather, God had a big fish ready to rescue Jonah. A whale swallowed him up, carried him to the shore like a cruise liner, and 3 days later spat him up on a dry ground. You may be off and think you have missed your destiny. If only you knew what a great let God is going to get you back. If only you knew that whales are waiting to rescue you and place you back in your purpose. If only you knew what God are doing to get you back in your purpose, you would get your passion back. You would get your joy back. If only you knew how much God loves you. If only you knew that you cannot outgrow the mercy of God, you would get your passion back. If only you knew you can't outgrow the mercy of God. You can't. You can't go too far away or too far down. You cannot outgrow the mercy of God. The psalmist said, if I go to the depth of the ocean, God, you are there. When the fish spit Jonah out, God told him to go to the city of Nineveh, whatever. This time, Jonah went and fulfilled his purpose. You can't outgrow the mercy of God. You just can't. You may have gone your own way, done things that weren't the best, and you think God wouldn't have anything to do with you again. Listen, like Jonah, you can still become who God created you to be. Yes. Don't sit around condemning yourself, listening to the accusers, reminding yourself of everything you have done wrong. No. If only you knew what God is going to do, how He's not only going to rescue you and bring you out, but set you on a sideline, put you back into the purpose He's called you for. Listen, the assignment He has for you didn't get cancelled because you took the detour. No. He's still going to honor you. You are still going to see your dreams come to pass. He is working out your purpose out. If only you knew how much He loves you. If only you knew that you can't outgrow the mercy of God, you would get your passion back. You wouldn't fight all the things that you don't like, the disappointment, the delay, the betrayers. They had to happen. You couldn't step into your fullness without them. Yes. It is uncomfortable. You don't like them. Yes. But you wouldn't get into your destiny, into the fullness of your destiny without them. In John 4, Jesus was traveling with his disciples from Judea to Galilee, and they stopped at Samaria. And his disciples went into the town to buy food. Jesus was waiting at the well when the Samaritan woman came to the well to get water. She had been married for 5 times and now she's living with the sixth man. On top of that, she has gone through rejection, ashamed, unworthy, devalued. On top of that, people will talk about her. People are talking about her. Just like a little girl, I'm sure she dreams about having a good marriage, fulfilling her dreams, and live her dreamed life. But things went out of the way she thought. She made lots of mistakes. At the well, Jesus spoke to her. In that culture, men are not allowed to speak to women. But I like the fact that Jesus breaks protocols to get to people, to reach to people. He went against the protocol. He went against what was accepted to lift the fallen, to restore the broken, to heal the hurting. At the well, Jesus began to tell her about herself, about how she had 5 husbands and now living with the sixth one. She was amazed about how Jesus knew everything about her. And she said, Sir, you must be a prophet. I know one day the Messiah, the Christ, will come. And Jesus said, I am the Messiah. Now, get it. The first person Jesus ever told that he was the Messiah wasn't an influential leader, wasn't a priest in the synagogue, wasn't a mayor of the city. It was a devalued woman. It was a woman who had made several mistakes. It was a woman who had been mistreated, who had lived waywardly, the least likely person. You can't outgrow the mercy of God. You may have made mistakes, bad decisions, out of the line. God is saying to you today, if only you knew how He is going to make miracles out of those mistakes. If only you knew how he's going to restore you, if only you knew how he's going to heal you, you would have your passion back. If only you knew that you can't outgrow the mercy of God, you would come back to him. If only you knew.